Let's talk about lizard people.
Yeah, let's go into it. I need some education.
No, okay. Let's get into it. Let's get into
Reptilian
conspiracy.
shapeshifters.
Yes.
So they say that there's two species in our whole solar system, which is the human race and the lizard race.
Yeah.
And that those two have been a battle forever. Actually, they say that what is the three? Orion's belt?
Oh,
Yes.
The middle one is evil and the outer two are good. And I'm
Yeah.
guessing the middle one's the reptilian. See, look, we both know this.
I love this connection right now. It's hilarious.
So, yeah.
we're like a loan to them. They're basically using us and harvesting us for their fucking planet, right? That's the whole conspiracy.
Well, there's so many little things too. Like I really don't think that they say that we're the threat, not the aliens actually.
Okay.
And that's why. So in the '60s they had the nuclear weapon that they tried to blow through the atmosphere that like got shot down or whatever. So there's two conspiracies to that. Either flat Earth. Right? We have a circle around us and we are a flat Earth. Or the aliens are like, yo, y'all are fucking staying there and we're going to keep you there and you can do your whole shit, but you're going to do it there. And that's why they don't fuck with us, because why fuck with us?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We're just going to either blow ourselves up or blow them up, which they've decided not going to happen. So
fair enough.
Yeah, I think they just come here, they chop off the tops of our mountains, take the heads of the goats and shit, and then they go back and they're like, you can do the rest of it yourselves.
So what, the lizard people, I supposedly, they're like shapeshifters and shit too, right? So they're like living among us?
Yeah, Beyonce's a shapeshifter.
Like every famous person is like a lizard person apparently.
Jay-Z, right? Beyonce, that's the only people
or have they been replaced by lizard
Ah, really?
Go.
Okay.
They tried to replace me, but I was like, I don't want to do that.
You're like, yeah, I don't.
It's a lot.
So what happens?
I still got it.
The lizard. Wait. How do you know if you're a lizard person? I got stretchy
so
skin.
there's a clip of Biden scratching his neck, and it looks like his skin comes off.
Well, he's so old. It kind of could though.
Remember
he
when
has like old flaky skin.
Yeah.
So I could totally see like you can get a couple skin flakes.
Psoriasis.
That's like when Mitch McConnell shut down on live TV.
So
that makes sense. I could. That's more. I could see that.
Wait,
I
what
saw
happened?
He like shut down mid conference. He was doing a press conference and he just went blank.
he literally he turned him
Literally
on, and then the lady
stopped.
like taps him, and all of a sudden he like came back
He
on.
reboots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So,
weird.
I saw a video the other
Isn't he
day.
like fucking 85 years old or something like
Still
that?
though, but you're media trained. You're in front of a bunch of people. You would think that there'd be this fight or flight from all the training you've had.
Or at least a hook.
Or they wouldn't let him out there when he was doing shit like that.
You'd be lucid enough.
Well, that would
So
be smart.
I saw a
yeah,
video
but
the
never-
other day where they had like they got the robots and everything now.
Yeah.
They've had it for a while. We're just seeing it now, right?
Yeah.
And it was a video and it showed all the faces, Trump, like Biden, all the faces, and then it showed the robots moving in the suits and stuff like that. So
Really?
I mean, and so that's one of the biggest things I'm sure you know about, like the whole Project Bluebeam thing, right?
Yes, and in Hawaii.
Right? So Project
I love
Bluebeam,
this, dude.
it goes into holograms. Basically,
Yeah.
like almost from the 60s, they started perfecting holograms to the point where you cannot tell the difference.
That's how the rapture's gonna happen.
So with holograms, robotics, and AI, and deep fakes that are already tricking us, there's no way to tell what you're looking at is real.
Is real or not?
Right?
Yeah.
So beyond that, Bluebeam is the fact that they're going to have a fake alien takeover at some point, just like you saw in The Simpsons.
Yeah, that is true. They do predict
To
a lot of shit.
introduce them to us because they're already here.
Which is why you're seeing it constantly in the news now, but no issues or no changes. They're not bringing it up to cause a problem. They're not bringing it up to do any major issues. They're just trying to make sure we're getting more and more normalized. So when they do this, it's not like wait, hold on, this is weird. It's like oh shit, we saw it coming.
Well, I am definitely 100% like an alien guy. I definitely 100% believe that aliens exist. I could see that the government has contact with them. You know what I mean? I believe that. They know exactly what's happening when they talk about, like, on the news, like, we don't know what ship. It's like, yeah, you fucking do. And you've re-engineered it, and you're the one flying it fucking around, and you're slowly leaking these videos and all that shit to people to get them used to it. But I think they're more interdimensional. I don't think they're, like, planetary. What do you think?
I think they're inside.
Okay.
So there's a huge
cave dwellers.
In here?
Yeah, they're in here right fucking now.
Maybe. So okay, so this is an extensive one. So I hope you know on this one. So Antarctica, you can't go in that area, the North Pole area, which started in the World War II era
I know
when
this.
the Nazis were going there. Right?
No country
so
can
there's
go.
always been some
Yeah.
freaky shit up there, and it's one of those like you do not go. And there's a
Journal.
gigantic fucking
Yes,
hole
yeah.
that you can't fly over.
I've heard that,
So
yeah.
okay.
What?
Also,
Yeah,
when-
It's
there
a
is.
universal no-fly zone for every country.
And there's this like pilot who back in the day like flew there and he wrote in his journal about what he saw. And there's a crystal city supposedly of like high-tech shit down there and everything of like a different alien race. And that's where people think a lot of aliens come from. They're also on Earth. fucking
and that's where the
nuts.
whole thing is being like run from.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of actually like, the flat earth thing, everyone says, oh, those people are crazy. If you actually look into where that logic comes from, it's not like, oh, because of the curves and all this. It's actually because we think that there's like a race or an alien system or the elites living inside the earth that are creating a fugazi for us to believe so that we never go too far or ever find out, and that's where they're controlling the whole system from. And right after the 1900s, they changed a lot of different things with maps, with there's supposedly a continent that's disappeared and all that. Yeah. And with what they've shown us and how they're making us see it and believe it, it provides the logic that it's a perception.
Yeah.
Just like the glass bubble around us or something like that.
Well, I still definitely
that to me sounds like paranoia, but yeah.
I
disagree.
I definitely believe there's like a round. I think the Earth is round. I do think it's. I mean,
get low of this guy.
I know what a
Hot
fucking
take.
dweeb.
Hot take.
The Earth is round.
But like based off of what?
Well, I feel like from
Got you there.
No, from history, and then also too. Here's the
Centripetal
thing:
Centripetal force.
His story.
Gravity.
What about her story? Think about that.
that is fact.
Just saying.
When's the last time
what
a
about
woman
her
told us the
story?
Earth
Exactly.
is flat? Yeah, right. I don't know. I'm thinking like, well, yes, you have different people through history have said like the Earth is round and stuff. You have centrifugal force, but then I feel like also too like that's such a large secret for the entire world to have.
I think
to never
yes.
leak out. You know what I mean?
100%. I think most conspiracies are like that. But this whole fucking hole in the fucking in the North
I believe
Pole
that.
is crazy.
I totally believe that.
I don't believe that at all.
Flatness? No, you don't believe that?
Listen, it's an interesting point, but first of all, it's like you can't live up there. I mean, you can. People live on, they do research and shit on Antarctica and shit, but like.
So if you live closer to the core of the Earth, actually gravity is different. So there was a guy that lived in the.
It is, yeah.
It's upside down.
He lived in a underwater system for a certain amount of years, and he didn't age as fast because he was closer to the core, which changed the gravity and everything on how the effects on your body change. So he aged like a quarter as fast.
Really?
Because he was closer to the core. So if any scientist had figured this out, what would the logic be? Get the fuck closer to the core.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
and ancient civilizations figured this out before our civilization too. So we're secondary, third area.
Third area or multiples of
Multiple
something. Yeah, that has come out. Bro, I'm right there with you because I definitely am one of those people who thinks that humanity has been around for like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of years, and we've just restarted over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Have you heard that theory?
Yeah.
Where like the great cataclysms and all that type of shit, where like basically there's been different types of technology and all sorts of shit. Like humanity isn't like 20,000 years old. It's like 1 million years old. But humanity grows, and then we have a giant tsunami, or Pangea splits apart and we all die from that, or this, that, and the third, and we've just restarted like 1 billion fucking times. Like,
Question for you. Would it be faster, like, say you're flying from New York to Japan, right?
yeah,
Would it be faster to fly
through the hole.
over the North Pole?
New York to Japan?
Or, like on the opposite side, whatever's directly opposite of, like, New York, right? Let's say, whatever. Like, on the map.
See, like,
Would it be faster to fly up and over the North Pole? Or because already when you fly, right, like, if you're going east, right, to Europe,
Yeah.
you're going north
Yes.
because you're cutting the distance, right?
Yeah.
Because it's a ball, right? If you're going this way, it's going to be a longer distance than going up and over this way, right?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, if we're going all the way across the world, right,
Yeah.
would it be a shorter distance if we're going right over that North Pole?
There's the problem.
I don't know.
We
can't
don't
fly
have
with
any
it. Yeah.
fucking control.
You're not allowed
right?
to.
And that's why I find it interesting
Yeah.
with flat Earth.
But hold
I
on,
don't
hold
think
on.
we have a flat Earth.
I cannot get behind this, though, because you think that United States and Russia and fucking North Korea
They
and
have
shit
all agreed.
all
International law.
agreed
No,
that
it's-
you can't
Look
fly
it up.
over the
It's
North
international
Pole.
law.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Yes,
It's a
actually.
no-fly zone.
They actually-
it's
Look
an
it up.
international no-fly.
It's a no-fly zone.
And they're
international.
actually all kind of fighting
And
for
no
the
country-
territory.
no country can
They
claim the
share it,
territory.
but they all want it. I swear to God, they share it, but they all want it. And so they've came together with this giant
You're
agreement
not even
that
allowed
none
to
of
live
them
in
can have
Antarctica,
it.
to be honest.
Can have it.
That's the interesting thing
it's
about the
crazy.
whole, like, sky of it too, like we have no, I mean, ever since we've been into the sky, it's controlled. So like everything we've been told, every flight path has been told that we're doing.
Yeah,
it's not like, you know, we got random people just popping in there going, all right, let's try this.
Yeah,
They're going, okay, you can fly this way, you can fly this way. You know, like, so the control of that is scary. Like, you know, what are they keeping from us?
I know. It's
gold. It's an old blockbuster.
Seriously,
right?
Find out.
And for my new conspiracy theory, Kanye is not anti-Semitic. There you go.
That's a good one.
Oh my gosh! Wow, that's crazy, man. I've
Right?
never heard that.
There's
shit.
so
That
much
is
to unpack,
wild.
dude. There's so much shit, dude. I swear to God.
That is really odd.
If you go
That
deep
is
into
really
YouTube,
fucking odd.
you can figure everything out, man. It's fucking crazy. Somehow it always somehow lines back to Jewish people, though, which that's the part I try to cut out. Because you notice that you get caught in a rabbit hole and you keep going and going and going, and it always lands on
What does
Jewish
that tell you then? It's only jokes.
I know we're on YouTube, but dog.
Yeah, can I steal a little bit?
Okay,
Yeah,
so what about you?
Conspiracies are fucking wacky.
What's
They
a
are.
huh?
Can I be honest with you? This is against. I love conspiracy. I love learning about them. I think they're dumb as shit, to be honest. I believe the simplest answer is always correct.
Yeah, it's also it's definitely
We're
like
fucking all idiots. Earth isn't flat or round. It's a square. It's in the Bronx.
it's in the Bronx.
Antarctica is just cold. That's why no one wants to go there. We could fly, but who's gonna take the time to do that?
That's what I'm saying.
No one's gonna invest the time. There is a giant hole.
I think it's both.
Nothing in it.
Nothing.
I think
Everyone that goes down just doesn't come
They
back.
just don't come back up.
But also, can you fucking fly over Antarctica? It's so fucking cold up there, dude. Like
I
that's
guess,
gotta do something. It's massive
the navigation
too. Like
systems, yeah.
it's a gigantic
continent.
area
Maybe
of
a
land.
jet could, right?
Yeah.
A jet could fly over.
Like
I mean, you could imagine that there'd be like some kind of suction aspect to that. I mean, if the world's
vortex.
spinning on the axis and all that stuff,
Yeah.
obviously there's going to be some kind of system in that, just like the
Bermuda Triangle.
and shit.
Yeah.
that
Where
too.
it causes instruments to go wrong. And
That
shit.
too, yeah.
What do you think about that? Because there's
But I
always
thought
been
the
those
Bermuda
stories.
Triangle was debunked though.
Yeah, it's very scientific.
Yeah, it's some sort of. I mean, as far as like seeing illusions of like ghost ships and shit, it's debunked. But like instrumental shit, I think it's still it's true. You know, and I think like I don't know. I mean, a lot of ships have been lost out there, dude. I think it's also too just where it's strategically placed. You know, a lot of people used to get lost like before we had all those electronics and shit. You know,
I'm gonna go conspiracy on it again. I think
Sure.
it's all bullshit. So just like when the fucking like the Titanic, if you look in depth, there's always a reason. We just don't ever look in depth. We like to choose the simple answers, right?
Yeah.
So like if you look in depth at the Titanic. The amount of patents that were transferred during that.
Yeah.
Look at the one that just went down.
The two ships.
The two ship situation. But like the Titanic, or they went looking for the Titanic, right?
Yeah.
The guy that died on there, he had one of the like most important patents still like. I wish I knew what I was
like
talking
in
about.
processes.
Yeah, and guess
Oh,
who it went to?
yes.
It went to like one of the fucking Rockefellers.
Rockefellers,
or
yeah.
Rothschilds. So,
Really?
like, and that seems to keep fucking happening.
Yeah,
The flight, the Netflix documentary about the Malaysia flight that disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh, well, guess what happened when that flight went down? 4 patents got transferred to the fucking Rockefellers that
is
we
weird.
didn't want to end up in like Chinese hands or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
Like,
Oh
But
shit!
it disappeared, right?
Did
Which
you hear the one about the Titanic? The two. Have you heard the two ships theory?
No.
yes.
So like I forgot the name of the guy who owned it. Basically, he had 2 ships. One was the Titanic, and one was the one that was failing. He basically switched the names, knowing that he'll get money if one goes down. Right? And it's weird because I think it was either the Rothschilds were going on the Titanic, and right before they were supposed to get on, they were told to leave.
So it was the central banking system.
Yes.
So right before the Titanic left was when they were going to create the central banking system. Everyone against it was not told and went down on that ship. J.P. Morgan, all those guys got off the boat.
Got off immediately.
Like the next fucking week is when they started the central banking system.
Because I was gonna ask you about that. Like, you know, the main thing I would say against the Titanic is like I couldn't see the country planning to murder that many rich people.
What?
But if you're saying the central banking
Yeah,
system, that makes
9/11?
perfect sense.
Well, it's never the country.
Well,
and
that's people who handle money, not rich people.
so
You know,
back
some rich
then,
people,
it
I
wasn't
feel-
Illuminati. You could go Freemasons. So the Vatican.
Yeah,
That's the beginning of a lot of all the conspiracies. So the Vatican and the Solidarity, which is like the original Illuminati, probably were the connection to the Freemasons. But the Vatican owns more property throughout the world than anything.
Really?
All untaxed.
Yeah.
I mean, all money from the mafia to government, everything was funneled through the Vatican for like 50, 60, probably 100 fucking years. I mean, it still is to this day. I mean, what's it called? John Paul, who died in the 90s after the Iranian president was like kicked out or whatever.
I'm not sure.
Oh, Henry Kissinger.
There was one pope that tried to get rid of the whole money laundering thing in the Vatican,
and they
lasted
killed
like
his ass.
1 week.
They got him out of there.
I didn't know they were laundering money in the Vatican.
I could totally see that. A lot of churches launder money.
That's where that's where all the mafia was running their money forever. The key with the Vatican is they have a tax exemption with everything they do. And so think about it also, like every Catholic church, like how many churches in the world are connected to the Vatican?
Yeah.
I mean, the control of that.
It's true. It's like a conglomerate in this weird way. It's
and
like
nobody
a business.
Thinks about
Yeah.
That. It all connects back to the Vatican.
Well, that's the thing too. Like religion as a whole is totally just like a business. You know what I mean? Like, do you guys remember that story about the preacher in like Crown Heights who got like robbed while he was actually like preaching on Sunday? He got like robbed. Like two people walked in there with guns, like stole, like he was like a hood preacher, so he had like chains and shit. They stole like chains, his watches. They robbed the entire like church as well too, like the people there. And then they like went in the back and took a bunch of money that was there. But then people have been talking about how they think it was actually like a big insurance scam. Because the guy owed so much money to different people, and the congregation was starting to be like, hey, where is our tithes going?
Oh, my God.
Like, we're paying you this money, and we're not seeing anything improved at all. And so they were going to, like, start inquiring about shit. So he set up the whole thing, and it was a big thing. You guys don't remember this shit?
Wow.
No? It was
very
nuts.
like Jesse Smollett level.
It really was. It was like some, but it hasn't been proven that he was, like, lying. Kind of, like, faded away. I mean,
that's the biggest thing you got to think about with government, religion, and stuff like that. These aren't amazing people. They're people with a job, with a wife or a husband at home and kids that they have to support that come first.
Yeah.
Just like we talk about in the acting stuff. Like, you're appealing to a casting director, a guy with a job with a boss, not a guy going, oh, I'm going to make your career and you deserve it. It's, is this going to get me to the next level in my job? If that's okay, then fine, you can get this job. If not, fuck off.
I know he likes guys that look like this, so I'm going to choose this person. And it's fucking true, man.
You're not looking like he's a man of God. Yes, after the fact that it's his job that he has to complete to go home and make his wife happy. Because I'm guaranteeing he wants to make his wife happy before God happy, or his husband, or the child.
No, that's facts. Well, if you know anything about T.D. Jakes, it's probably all three of those things. That guy.
Wife, child, guy on the side.
You ever been swallowed up?
Hey, yo.
You didn't know that fucking clip? Swallowed up? No? Okay.
Yeah.
It's literally a clip. T.D. Jakes, he was accused of, going to one of those like Puff Daddy gay parties. And then so somebody found an old clip of him on stage while he's preaching, being like, have you ever been swallowed up? Swallowed up. And he just says it over and over. It's hilarious. I'm putting it in the episode.
Swallowed up is crazy.
Swallowed up is wild.
It's something like blowjob, like a swallowed up?
No, he's talking about being swallowed up by sin, apparently.
Gay sex?
By gay sex, yes.
Diddy weekend.
And he's wearing like a robe, too. It's very weird. It's very weird.
Elon Musk. How do you feel about the Neuralink?
Oh, Neuralink?
Oh, that's an interesting one because I don't even know where to go.
Wait, can I say something?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, this is my thing about conspiracy theories. No offense to you. You guys always have like these giant...
Why are you saying you guys when you were co-signing
everything
about
him.
You said, though?
I'm talking about him. I'm on his side. I'm monologuing right now. I was supposed to have a great monologue. I'm saying these conspiracy theories guys, they have like these grandiose ideas about the world. But when it comes to like real practical things like the Neuralink, that's a real... non-conspiracy thing that's happened.
Thing, though. That's not a conspiracy.
The vision,
that's actual reality.
That's like a real dystopian thing.
The vision's been around for
but then you're going into like Black Mirror, though. I mean, that's right.
But I'm saying like, okay, like the Antarctic hole. But I told you like, let's just say we're in the past. And I told you in the future they're gonna have a device in your head that controls you. Like you're like that's crazy. But I'm like, no, it's happening now. That's real.
I mean, it's real. I don't know why that means I'm not practical, but
not practical. But like, do you think that's conspiratorial?
I think that's what we've been like leading towards. I think if you look at all the connection of all the conspiracies, you really come to find a giant consumerism end goal of all of it. I don't think it has to do with control. I don't think it has to do with this need for power. I think it's simply profit. All right, we're going to do this. Pandemic. All right, now what's next? Aliens. What's next? And it's just everybody, they get together and they come up with a new idea of a new plan. And it'll be a 5-year plan or a 10-year plan. But it's all about just making more money, taking control in the sense of keeping all of the money and keeping us stupid. I mean, when they created the education system, it was supposed to be to create workers, not thinkers, right?
That's true.
So, okay, now we're, 100 years later, and now they're going to eliminate the workers. So guess what? We're not thinkers and we're not workers. We're just buying shit.
Yeah.
Right? So if you look at the grand scheme of it all, I think Neuralink was probably 40 years in advance, because now they're going to make us stupid, not able to do anything, but we can walk around and buy shit. We walk around and do shit. They can track us and manipulate our trajectory of buying more shit.
Also, they can track us as well.
Yeah.
Easier. I mean, we are the phones, but easier.
And can you imagine having a chip in your head and it starts glitching like your phone does sometimes? It's like, what does that even mean, for us as a human, like in the future?
Well, they're using,
it can create the most crazy amount of control. I mean, I was in the elevator that day and I was thinking now you have to scan your card to get to your floor.
Yep.
Okay, so what if you didn't pay your fucking car payment?
Yep.
And going to your floor.
Yep.
Right? They put kill switches in cars.
I've heard that argument.
Yeah.
No,
it's fucking true. Like, you're right. I think it's gonna have the Neuralink especially, I think, is a bad omen, but I think that's also, I don't know. I mean, as far as like AI
Vision
and everything.
Pro is a bad omen.
Yeah, that's just terrible. But
we're
we're going there. And I don't know if it's necessarily better to have keep our regular bodies and just have these things that we can attach to ourselves and put on, or kind of become one with technology. Because either way, one of those two things will happen. We're either going to become slaves to machines, or we're going to integrate them in our bodies completely and become cyborgs, essentially.
All right.
So what's
He's like, all right.
Well, what's the good or bad side?
I got a small answer.
I know the guy who believes in holes in the ground is
all right,
like, I can't ride with
nigga,
that.
Shut up.
Yeah.
You
I
psycho.
draw the fucking line there.
This raving black unit lunatic over here.
So, okay, they say AI will make 2% of people smarter and 98% of people more stupid.
That is true.
Right? And
I
it's
include
because
myself in
the
the
people
2%.
that are able to utilize the system. And I think that's what scares everyone, is we are the brokenness in the system. So if you can finally stop making bad decisions, which sucks, right? All the bad decisions are to benefit selfishly, right?
Yeah.
So if we can start making more conscious decisions, which is what those things will track and make notice of, that's a fucking problem, because the people in power won't stay in power, because that's not conducive, all these things. So I think that's really the big problem with where probably conspiracies are getting built from on it is, it's terrifying for the people in power. It's great for us because all the fucked up shit is going to be accounted for. We don't ever account for shit. We don't account for anything that goes wrong. We move past it, media bullshit.
Well, that's why, I mean, us all having phones and stuff like that, sure, it's great for them in the sense that they can sell us more shit. But you're right, it's terrible for them because there's eyes everywhere now, and now everybody has their own independent platform to stand on and be like, hey, this shit happened.
They fucking love it. They're giving us misinformation every day.
That is true.
They're using us to do it for them, right?
Yes, yeah.
We're the product now. It's amazing.
It's fucking
We've become
nuts.
the capitalistic system we all hate.
It's
well, I think that's the big conspiracy, is they really try and create a system where we're the fucking problem. They teach us how to be what they want to do to us, right? Like the eating shitty food, right? They put the good food out there and they put the shitty food out there. Guess what everyone does? They go eat the shitty food, and we're killing ourselves, and then we're going to buy medicine for it. They're putting the good food there. We're choosing.
Yeah, that's also true, but I also feel, especially in America, they make sure that the good food is a bit harder to choose. Like, even the good food is still bad food.
Yeah, because you don't want healthy poor people.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Swole and poor. That's crazy.
Swole.
Just like pure poor people. That's disgusting.
Actually, talk about swole. Has anybody ever noticed this? Where I feel like most of the mentally ill people that I see out in New York City are always fucking jacked. Have you ever noticed that? Like schizophrenic dudes. I feel like most, especially like
gym life, bro.
Mentally ill black dudes, like any like black dude I think who's like schizophrenic and talking to himself, is always ripped and has his shirt off.
Well, they're not fucking eating a lot, bro.
Yeah.
No, but that doesn't make for
because
yes,
being
it does.
Fucking jacked. Though.
You know what it is?
Big, like muscular.
Gym life doesn't like schizophrenics love the gym.
Okay, so now the white homeless people aren't jacked.
No, they're not. They're gross. They're gross.
You're not wrong.
They've been getting fat off of privilege and all sorts of gross shit.
You're not wrong though. I rarely see a jacked homeless white guy. I don't think
for real. And I feel like 90% of like
go to LA.
Homeless, crazy, black dudes are like ripped as shit, like shredded. And he's just like talking to himself. No, I'm talking about so many. You can go to like near like Canal Street and you'll see it all the time. I think there must be some sort of like asylum or
Oh my
hospital
fucking
around
god! They went to prison, stupid. That's why they're jacked.
But not every fucking
They got out of
crazy
prison,
guy-
couldn't get a job. They kept the same routine.
And now they're talking to themselves.
That's what it
Yeah.
is. I was like, what the fuck is this
And
guy
now,
talking about?
and now they're talking to themselves. You know,
They're they're schizophrenic. They still know how to do
guess so.
push-ups.
They went to jail.
He went to jail.
That's your answer for that?
Yeah, they went to jail. They got ripped in prison, and
Yeah.
they came out. They couldn't get a job. And they're homeless.
fair enough.
It's a very fucking
I mean, that's definitely probably one of the ways for
is the
sure.
first
There's
conspiracy theory
definitely
that we
one
solved.
homeless guy who came out of prison. He's like, I'm just gonna stay fit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you got to. You know?
Absolutely.
The demons
Mind,
are
body,
eating
soul.
me, but I need to do these crunches.
Yeah, man.
100%. It definitely keeps them
It's like
sane.
Kimbo
for sure.
Slice. Remember Kimbo Slice?
Yeah, of course.
Was he
I
mentally
fuck
ill?
with Kimbo
Yeah,
Slice.
he was very mentally ill. He died in a street fight.
Well, I guess that is true. He
fucked
did.
a
He did
watermelon, right?
fight people in
He
street
fucked a watermelon. Yeah,
He fucked
He's
a
insane.
watermelon.
Kimbo Slice was insane.
What?
Fucked a
He was
watermelon.
like very mentally ill.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Hell of a fighter though.
Not a bad idea.
Great fucking videos.
He taught workout plans to do without equipment. Like the
Well,
scaffolding.
that's just called calisthenics.
All right.
That doesn't mean
Using your Jew
Yeah,
words around me. Calisthenics.
You're like, this guy's a revolutionary. He did this thing called push-ups, where he pushes off the ground. Crazy.
Gravity.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Which one of these wacky conspiracy theories you're like, that's not real?
Yes, good one.
I mean, I think you said like the flat Earth one. There's so much, the Coriolis effect, all different kinds of things that I think provide enough like scientific information to say that like it's definitely not flat. There might be some fucked up shit going on, but it's definitely not flat.
Okay, that's weird.
Also, if you put a camera on the ground and fucking film the sky.
There's a bit of a.
I think
curve
they're
on
just
there.
flat. I know. I didn't want to say it.
Do you
now.
think they're this
I really do.
Fuck off.
Okay, here's the one.
He's just
Actually,
trying to
I
get
love it
views
because I
now,
wanted to
people.
talk about this one anyway. So they say that there is no space. There's a conspiracy
There's
that
no space.
that
dome?
NASA is like a underwater space system, and they've been faking the whole fucking thing.
Kubrick faked
We've
it.
never actually made it through, which does have some validity. With obviously we never walked on the moon. That was a whole faked video and all that shit. So like
Just gloss over that.
Don't fuck
it.
with Neil
Okay, I
Armstrong.
I actually kind of agree
flag-
with that.
the
I actually
flag
kind of
wouldn't-
if we went to the moon, why didn't we do it again in a century?
Well, they're doing it now.
There's
and
there's a better
they already
explanation than
did
that.
recently.
The flag is waving. There's no wind in
Yes.
space.
No wind.
Or what
There's
if there
so many
is,
weird
and
ones.
they've
Why
just
is
been
it?
lying to us about how there's no wind in space, dude?
Why wouldn't there be wind?
Maybe that's the conspiracy.
There's no.
Doesn't the moon have its own
there's no
fucking
gravity.
Gravitational
Yeah,
It
pull.
it's
has
like-
gravity.
Well,
The
it's like light
shadows-
gravity, so it wouldn't go like this.
Right, but it would still like
It'd
be
be like
waving slowly. Right?
I'm just saying though, like if we
Yeah,
I think it was
like that.
Hold on.
if we walked on the moon,
Mhm.
and that was the biggest thing going on at that time, the space race, that whole thing, every country, right? We walk on the moon, and everyone just goes, "All right, fuck it,
Yeah.
done."
That's like
Why-
fucking a fat chick. You did it once, you're not gonna do it again. You just tell your boy you did it. Like I did it, I'm not gonna do it again.
You need to cross it off your list.
Cross off your list. Like I went to the moon. I don't need to go back.
Well, I think
I just think like Putin would have done it by now, so he could say the same shit.
Oh yeah,
That
Putin
is
did.
true.
Well, I think,
Right.
but I think
India
they, I
did.
think, India's
India
been
went to the
Yeah.
moon.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Other
Nobody
fucking
has
way.
walked on the moon.
India went to the moon.
India
I don't,
went
well,
to
I
the
also
moon.
think
To
like
do
there's
what?
No
to
one.
fucking chill and
To
make
open a
fucking
restaurant?
chutney there, dude. Making fucking garlic
We
naan
are on
on
the
the fucking moon,
moon
dog.
now, buddy.
to make
buddy, we're on the moon. Yes.
to make chutney.
That's insane. I didn't know India went to the moon. What for?
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
No one heard about that.
Dude, they've been doing like crazy like technological advances, and like since India, I think borders China or whatever, they've been rivals for a really long time. So I think that they were just like, all right, we're trying to show people that like we're here too. Everybody thinks China's superior, so fuck them. Like there's actually like they're kind of on the brink of war, India and China, because of their border, and they've had like slight aggression, and that's the whole thing why like we're sided with India. You know what I mean? And that's a huge like thing right now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. The India-Chinese border, look it up. It's a conflict. It's a real conflict. I want to know, too, talking about, I guess, conspiracy. I don't know if this is necessarily a conspiracy, more a political opinion for me. But what do you guys think about the chances for, like, World War III? Because I'll finish this. I think it might start with America, Mexico, and China.
Dog.
And I mean that because the drug trade and the fentanyl problems that are happening right now. And basically the reason that fentanyl is in all of our drugs and people are dying is because the cartels are buying counterfeit fentanyl from China. The dosages are crazy off, so they're selling those. The powder and everything is getting on all the other drugs, and people are dropping dead because of it. And I feel like now it's become such a fucking issue that I think eventually the U.S. has to step in.
We're already at World 3.
I don't think you'll ever see it.
No?
I don't think it's going to happen.
It's a Cold War.
Because the reason World War II and World War I happened was because there wasn't international trade like there is now. Like, if you look at, like, the issues between, like, Taiwan, Australia, and China and Australia will never, no matter what fucking happens, ever go into conflict.
Yeah.
Right? Because of their trade. I mean, they're like, I think one of their trades is almost a 50% reliability on each other, right?
Yeah.
So
China owns a ton of their land, too, and water.
I think that World War III would end before it started, not because of nukes or anything, but because you would eliminate so much trade, so much agreements that like the world would fall apart because of the fact that there is conflict that it's going to break to that point. You break everything.
Well, what do you guys think about the whole like Israel-Palestine thing? Because I feel like the world is starting to slowly condemn America for real. And like Australia, Canada, and like one other country came together to the UN to call out genocide, just like South Africa did.
Yeah, facts.
It's ranking up. And like eventually it might just be the world against America.
I mean,
you know,
I feel like that's
it's going to be America, Israel, and, you know, versus the world. You know, what about that? You know,
so I promised I'd tie everything back to a conspiracy. So, funny enough, about a few years ago, you know who BlackRock is, the company?
Yes,
they own 88% of the
They
S&P,
buy up the disaster areas.
BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street, all those companies, right? So about 2 years ago, BlackRock opened about 50 or 100 different massive investments in Israel. The company that runs the fucking world.
Yeah.
It's kind of ironic, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, listen, dude.
It's all a business, right? The business
there's some
of war.
shit to it, dude. There's a lot of, you know, half of this episode will get taken off of YouTube if we go too deep. But there's a lot of truth to, there's a lot of truth to a lot of that shit, man. Mm-hmm. It's not as fake or as discriminatory as you would think.
Right. It's a profit.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. It's kind of sad. And, you know, it's like, I feel like Israel really does own America. And they kind of do, and they have for years. And it's just like, we're doing so much blind shit in support of them. I don't know. It's fucked up. And there's a lot of Jewish people who also believe this same thing, too. So I feel like there is a lot of truth to it, you know? But someone take the attention.
I think there's a lot of that.
Please take the attention off of me.
Wacky. Did you watch that Tucker Carlson Putin interview?
I did.
No.
I loved it.
You watched it?
I loved it. I thought
I'm going to watch it tonight.
It's really interesting. Like, so Tucker Carlson, he went over to Russia and interviewed Vladimir
Just crazy,
Putin.
by the way.
Fucking nuts.
Insane.
And, you know, we're shitting on America, but that is one thing I will say that's kind of cool about America is, like, we give people enough freedom where, like, one of our journalists can go over to a place that which is pretty much public enemy number one, and interview their world leader and come back to America and not immediately go to jail. Like, Russia can't do that. Their biggest journalists can't come here, talk to Biden, go back.
Do that.
That's a good point.
I thought it was really un-American.
What happened, though? I want to hear about
it. It is a bit un-American.
Because I've only saw clips, but Putin was basically just showing how great Russia is, which is kind of
But the most American thing is to hate America and bring down America. So I feel like it's actually very American.
It's like you can't do that.
It's very American to talk down about America. So it's actually it's like a paradox.
Look, we may talk about how America's racist and we hate it, but like I'm an American first. To go over there and be like, that's our enemy. That's our bad guy. To talk to him and he had to present this like it's a great place. It's not as bad as over there. I'm like, that's kind of un-American, Tucker.
Oh, okay. So that's what the interview was about. Like he wasn't challenging Putin or anything like that.
No, he challenges him on some parts.
Putin breaks down the history of why he has the right to Ukraine.
Yes.
Like from like the beginning.
Yeah.
It goes all the way through.
And he kind of what do they call that? Filibuster. You know what I mean? They do that shit where you just talk and talk and talk.
Just kept talking.
You get lost in the story. He tried to do that to Tucker. He mostly did that, but I think it's not even about the answers that Putin was giving. It's more about just Putin's like demeanor.
Yeah, he's scary.
That's what the interview actually is, where it's like he's kind of a scary guy, and then
very scary.
He also just had no respect for America. Like,
yeah, he hates America.
Even the fact that Tucker was doing the interview to him, I think means that he thinks America is weak.
It's weak. He's like, why'd you let that guy?
Why'd you let this guy here?
I think he even said that.
This guy here, you little.
We would never let this shit to happen here. You'd be dead.
Yes. Dude, and that's why it's so funny to watch. Just smoke some weed and watch it. It's fun.
I gotta watch it.
It's really like interesting, and He shat on Tucker Carlson too.
For not getting the CIA.
He was like, "Well, it's good you didn't get in there because it's a pretty tough job."
Oh, I did see that.
I was like, "Wow, shots fired."
But then there's like the part of it weird. I saw the post interview with Tucker Carlson went to like a grocery store and it's like it's actually cheaper over here and more healthy. I'm like, what are you fucking doing? Whose side are you on?
I didn't want
Stay over there.
that. Just the interview.
Putin looks like a bitch though.
Putin, I don't know.
He might be scary because he knows how to fucking talk and like do crazy shit and order people around, but I don't think he's winning a lot of fights.
Bro, he was a CIA.
He was former
like
KGB.
Yeah,
he was head of the KGB.
Oh, really?
He's got like a pot belly now, but he's one of those.
He's
fucking,
a black
like,
belt in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
He's fucking a master fucking fighter. Yeah, he can kick ass.
He's got that potato
shit.
farmer strength.
Look at this fucking Putin fan over here.
He's a boss.
Yeah, I know your enemy.
I don't like Putin.
No,
I know your enemy.
I'm an American, but he's a boss.
If
He's
you
a
look
boss,
at like
dude.
the international situations that have happened with us in Russia, it's like fucking embarrassing.
Yeah.
All of
It
our
is.
like almost like 80% of our operations guy were double ops for the past like 30 fucking years.
Yeah.
Like they have literally known every single thing we've been doing. Them, Cuba, like our CIA to them is a fucking joke.
Yeah.
And even so,
It's their CIA.
yeah, essentially. And
Yeah.
you know, the thing is too, it's like they don't even. Yes, they have operatives and shit, but a lot of times they just let us do ourselves and slowly ruin the country ourselves.
Misinformation,
You know what I mean?
that's all I do.
Yeah, they spread like a little bit of misinformation and then they just let it like run wild.
He even said in
You
an
think
interview,
we're
he's
joking.
like, who do you think's gonna win? He's like, Trump's gonna win. But he said in a way
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
Just
And he
wait.
did say, he was like, I like Trump. You can tell he hated Obama,
Well,
you know, for multiple reasons.
this monkey makes me sick.
Yeah. And he actually had some fucking balls and charisma as far as the foreign policy. He didn't let him fucking do whatever. He liked fucking George W. Bush because George W. Bush let him do whatever the fuck he wanted to do. He hated fucking Obama and he fucking hates Biden too.
Oh, I'm sure you.
You know, yeah.
Well,
It's
Putin's
fucking
that
nuts.
guy. It's like he's so scary because he throws people out of windows.
Oh yeah.
That's like an old-fashioned way to go.
That's the way your world leader should be, though. I'd
That's
be honest
scary.
with you. I feel like America. I love the place. We are a little too free, though. Let's keep it a bean. There's no reason you should have a fucking reporter go to the enemy.
That's crazy.
And personalize him. You know what I mean? And like make him seem like a decent guy. What the fuck is happening?
Yeah, it's very
The fuck.
un-American.
And I also feel like there's this weird section of like conservatism and like red state shit in America that like is almost like anti-American as well too. It's like Tucker Carlson is a conservative and like people are so against the way America is now that they'll let something like that happen.
Well, a lot of conservatives were mad he did that.
I can see that.
They're like, you're basically aiding the communists.
Yeah.
Because they still have that old school Cold War values in their head. Like,
Yeah.
they're the Ruskies, they're an enemy. Like, they
That's
still
just
have
kind of
that.
right though. Nigga, they hate us, dog. They ain't fucking with us like that.
They don't like us at all.
They don't like us at all.
They hate our freedom.
Their girls though are hot as fuck though. That's
Russians?
facts. Yeah.
He's better, yeah.
Yeah.
Myles, you go Buddhist English?
He's,
I know a little bit of
this
Russian.
nigga's a double agent, bro. Get him the
I
fuck
know
out of
a
here,
little
bro.
bit. I know a little bit
fuck?
of fucking Russian.
Where are you from, Miles?
I'm from Baltimore.
How many white girls did it take for you to learn Russian?
I met a girl.
Like, I gotta ask that.
I met a Russian girl. She
Niggas
told
just
me
don't
hello.
play.
She told me, "Privet," it's like you say hello. Privet, yeah, it's like what's up. Как дела? It's like what's up. Yeah, Miles. That's yeah, Phil. It's like easy shit. This guy,
not that
I
easy.
don't know like sentences.
The head was fire.
like suka black. Like that's like fucking whore bitch. Suka black piece dick. That means whore bitch suck my dick. That's
I learned how to get around, you know?
Yeah, right.
Keywords.
I did.
suka blip blip. Like what do you keep saying, bitch? Fucking.
That's funny.
I don't know, man. Yeah, that was a very,
that's
very
crazy. I
interesting
did not know that
interview,
shit.
man. Yeah, dude. Check it out. The Tucker Carlson fucking interview, dude. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Tucker was a lot. I'm sure he was scared to ask the normal questions or challenge him like he would normally do. I mean,
Bro, they might not let him come home.
Yeah, no,
I
one
know,
wrong question.
but
Let's get the
I-
look. Just
Still there?
No, he left.
Okay, good.
I was thinking that too, but
Yeah.
would he really do that to Tucker Carlson,
The
knowing who
balls
Tucker
on
Carlson
Maybe
is?
though, because Tucker, he's not even part of Fox News anymore. They like fired him, so he's just like a YouTuber now.
Yeah, but
And I don't
Like,
think Putin
nigga,
gives a fuck
they would
how
keep
he comes
Logan Paul.
across.
Yeah.
He killed the fucking Wagner guy. The guy was like, oh, truce, we're all good. You knew that fucking dude was dead in a week. And guess
Yeah.
what? Dead in a week.
Yep.
I think he went out a window, didn't he?
Yeah,
He went
That's
out
how they
a
go.
window.
He loves the window thing.
loves
He's like, you know what?
That's his best bit.
Throw him out the window.
It's his best
The
bit.
article says
humiliating.
he slipped.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
Not
when
even
Bert Kreischer
fucking-
takes his
I bet
shirt
you
off.
Putin thinks it's hilarious every single time. He's like, again? Oh my goodness, this is good. Okay, keep
To the
doing
window
this.
with you.
Yes, to the window.
humiliating as fuck. Who's the Wagner guy?
He was like the biggest
Opposition.
militia, anti-militia against Russia. Well, they're a big militia for Russia, but he started going against him. And
no, I thought the plane came down.
He went towards Moscow.
Yeah. Oh, I think his plane did go down.
His plane went down. He didn't get thrown out a window.
Yeah, he got thrown out of the plane.
He got thrown out of the plane.
His plane went down, and then he threw him out a window.
Yeah. He grabbed his corpse.
The corpse.
Putin loves it. He gets a laugh every single time.
Every single time.
In his office,
kills.
just dying.
He kills with that bit.
Every single time.
Kills with that bit, dude. Literally.
Throws the corpse out the window.
Yeah, man. But what do you guys think? Who do you guys think is going to win the election?
Who do you think?
There's not even. I don't think it's a question.
It's not a question.
But I mean, in my opinion, so I tie everything back to a conspiracy. That's how you got to know it's fucking rigged. What choices do we have? We have one choice.
If Biden debates him, it's over.
Time that America's had in a while, dude.
I liked Vivek though. I'm not gonna lie. I like Vivek.
Who is the guy? Foreign guy. Real big mouth.
That's Vivek, the Indian guy.
Yes, fucking
I love him.
I fucking love him.
Really?
He challenged everybody.
Yes, he was smart, intelligent, and he was brown. I love Vivek. He was amazing.
Well, that's another
thing.
And
he wasn't over 70, which is nice.
Yeah, that's a big
thing.
No diapers, you know, stays up past 6:30.
I'm so done with these old presidents, dude.
Okay, there's a question. Was that Biden post fucking real? Because there's no way he was up at the end of the Super Bowl with the red eyes that said, just like we wrote it.
Oh, that, yeah.
Can you show me a picture of that? What is that?
Right after the Super Bowl, Biden posted a picture with like Iron Man red eyes, looked very demonic, and it said just like we wrote it.
You know the ones that they put on
he
the
posted that?
He posted it.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
And me and my wife were sitting there going, "This is a hack. They're gonna post it. This is a hack. Holy shit! Holy shit!" And then in the morning, it was still fucking there.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I think they were like,
it's weird.
I think they were like, yo, we need to make you.
Wait, can I do something?
He wanted the Chiefs to win.
Wait, can I do guys something? I just that made me like Biden a little bit. That's fucking so funny.
That's what I'm saying.
That's so funny.
I think they kind of did it because they were like, we need you to be like young and try to get the young people. This could be funny.
That's
and
hilarious.
like play into like a meta control
of
the world.
Because he just joined TikTok. He just joined TikTok. So they're saying that is exactly why he did it. Which,
oh God.
I think it's Illuminati.
It's a fucking joke. That's hilarious.
That's fucking
hysterical. So funny.
Jesus.
That's like a thumbnail.
He
posted the eyes. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Meanwhile, can you flip that? Miles, could you just turn that little thing around?
So
perfect. Oh, yeah. Now we got to move the camera because it just bumped the camera a little bit.
That's hilarious.
There you go. More, I guess, a little bit. Oh God. Okay, so let me see. Why did Joe Biden post a meme of himself? He had glowing red eyes.
In my imagination, I like to think that somehow
that looks fucking hilarious.
It is funny. It is funny.
But I like to think that Biden somehow like stumbled on like the White House Twitter by accident. He's like, you know, it'd be funny if he just did this. Everyone's like, what the fuck? Who's posted that?
It was only on his personal account, not the POTUS account.
Dude, he let his like grandson fucking hold his phone.
It was he was asleep. It was 10:30.
Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah, exactly. They had that shit made before it happened, so maybe they did. Maybe they did write it.
Well,
and they had it. They had the post ready to go.
Planned out.
They had the post ready to go. How do you? I know Joe Biden's not going on Photoshop and making a fucking picture.
I would love if
he
did though. That'd be hilarious.
Somebody made that shit for him.
She's like, hey, look what I made. Like, Biden, there's people coming across the border. Do something. I got a meme.
His grandson put that together.
Do you know about it's called predictive programming, where they tell you what they're doing as a way of getting. Okay, essentially,
I think that's what conspiracy theories are a lot of times.
Yeah, well, yeah, essentially. But it's like there's this idea that elites will put things that they're doing in front of you and tell
Climactic relief.
Yes,
right?
And so they basically, the guilt is gone because they told you what was going to happen.
Yes. No, that is a huge aspect of the whole thing, the climactic relief. They tell you everything they're going to do.
He did it. He's like, I did script it, but now it's a joke to you guys.
Yeah.
Because like as a comic, it's like you have to mask truth within jokes. Because I can't just tell you something because you get offended. Yeah. But I put a dick joke in front of it. You're like, oh yeah, my wife was a cunt. Like, don't think that.
Right.
This could have been him being like, yeah, I scripted it. I told you I did it. I'm not apologizing for it. Yeah. There it is.
Basically, what he's saying is Taylor Swift is a sleeper agent. So.
Okay, actually, on that shit. Okay, so you're telling me, you're fucking telling me.
Thank you. We argued about this all night.
So
we fucking yelled all night.
On the fucking year that Taylor Swift randomly decides to bang the
won the Super Bowl?
That just won the Super Bowl again and has the chance now to win it for a third time to change history. Also, go figure, the most fucking viewed fucking thing in the world. Yep. And guess what target audience we hit? Young women. The one small area we couldn't fucking hit before. We found a way to figure that shit out.
How about this young,
was a
young for white women as well too. You know what I mean?
It's too perfect. It's season fucking 12 or You know what I'm trying to say.
I know exactly what you're saying, dude. It is Endgame.
It's Avengers Endgame.
Yeah. And they're going to win next year. Go ahead and place your fucking bet.
But you know what's funny?
I'm just pissed I didn't bet on the Chiefs.
What if she did, like, come out and, like, say something? Like, instead of being, like, pro-Biden, she's like, yo, I love Trump. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, right.
She's like, build a wall, everybody.
Yeah, right.
Also, blacks shouldn't vote. Like, whoa, Taylor.
That's coming.
No, the line was Biden for president.
Yeah, right. I don't fucking know, man.
Did you get vaxxed? Did you get vaxxed?
Yeah.
Oh, you're fucking corny, dude.
I was.
You're a fucking liar, dude. I thought you would be unvaxxed.
You're a New Yorker. There's no way you weren't.
You're a conspiracy guy. I'm like half vaxxed. I ain't do that shit, bro. I got one shot, dude. Fuck that. I'm not getting full vax.
Yeah.
I got to go in the comedy clubs. Cut that part, bro. Cut that shit. No, post it. I don't give a shit because COVID's a lie now. So
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
I'm surprised you're vaxxed. You're actually vaxxed.
I fully. I feel
Did
like
you want to do
such
it?
an interesting. Well, there's where I agree with you that a lot of conspiracists are so full of shit. I think that
That's the one?
Well, no, I think there's a blend. I think
Okay.
there's two sides of it. I definitely think that there's an elitism control with the vaccine.
Sure.
Totally,
But
yeah.
then again, like, you know, you got to think that there's people out there trying to do right, and if we're gonna constantly criticize every fucking piece of vaccine or anything, then we might as well all fucking die. So there's a blend of that, which I see both sides.
You're a
of.
positive conspiracy guy.
I like to think so.
Yeah, you're not a crazy. I thought it was like a crazy. I thought it was like a crazy. You're not a crazy guy. He's like a rational conspiracy guy.
Yes.
Well, I think the key to the conspiracies is learning how to take advantage of the world. Like, it's all fucked up. So if you can understand it, I mean, not join the masses, but at least, like,
kind of make it work for you.
Like taxes, right? Taxes are so fucked. They're so built to fucking handle the elites and create loopholes. Don't get upset. Use the fucking loophole.
Yeah.
You know?
Because it's not going to change anytime soon.
No.
So, yeah.
It's never
I
gonna
totally
change.
get that. I totally fucking get
Are
that.
you a gun guy?
I don't have any guns, but my name is fucking Remington.
Ah,
Yeah, right.
I want to create an arsenal because the world is ending. So.
sure.
Yeah.
Sure. You in a bunker in South Dakota.
Yeah.
I actually
Have you ever shot a gun?
Yeah, I have a to-go bag, like a bunker bag, like ready to
No
go in my
way.
base.
I'm getting one too.
What's in it? What's in it?
I have
It's
some
just all porn.
extensive shit.
It's stacks of print type.
Gigabytes.
Wife's like,
of
"What's
fucking
this?
bang
What's the stuff?" It's like, "Oh, that's for me."
around. Porn in a gas mask.
Where's your bag?
It's an iPad and a hotspot.
So this, she's like, "What are we gonna eat?" I don't know. That's on you.
No, I got so I have like a 2 gram, it's a 2 gram sleeping bag. Literally, like you toss it, weighs absolutely nothing.
Oh, wow.
It goes down to -40.
I mean,
That's me.
Oh, hold on 1 second.
But we should be okay if you keep going.
Yeah. Yeah.
turn your fucking.
No, it's his. I just
You wake up in the middle of the night. You fucking.
No, it's
creep.
a timer for the cameras.
Oh.
Fucking camera. Your fucking
Yeah.
camera, bro.
I don't need to be seen. I'm a crazy person. Just everything I say, double or fill.
Yeah. Oh god.
You're not gonna know the difference.
Well, yeah. Every white comic thinks we're the same person.
I
so
know.
that makes
I'm
sense.
way more handsome and
You guys
taller.
look
Yeah,
alike,
no,
you
it's
know?
not even remotely true.
I'm more handsome. Sir, you're a model. Who's
He
more?
just tries harder.
Who's more handsome?
What do you mean? You guys look identical.
I know, but who's more handsome? But like, watch.
All right, back to
I
what's...
mean, when you make that face.
Yeah, makes the blue steel over here.
Blue steel.
Yeah. Sorry,
Back
go.
to what's in his
Yeah,
fucking
what's in your conspiracy bag?
Cool shit, man. I've got
your
like
go
the
bag.
fire starter stuff. I've got
Nice.
these meals. You just got to heat water up or boil water. You pour the water in them, and the fucking meals are amazing. Like cream of chicken and
Nice.
fucking all different kinds.
Do you have the water thing?
beefaroni stuff.
The water thing where you
Yes. Well, that's the killer too. When you're camping, like think about it, like a 2 liter.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fucking water. You carry 2 liters in a bag. That shit's fucking heavy.
Yeah.
So if you carry that shit around in your bag, you're killing yourself.
Yeah.
So when you camp or anything, you got to have that water filter, or else you're carrying twice the load.
Of course.
That's one of the keys to the whole camping.
So this bag is in New York.
It's in my basement right now.
How are you gonna get out of New York? Where are you gonna go?
My Vespa. I'm gonna get a Vespa.
The world's crumbling. You're
Are you
still
in Manhattan
saving
or
up.
Brooklyn?
You're like, wait,
I live in Dobbsbury now,
Where's that?
upstate.
like right above you.
Oh, you're fine. I thought you lived in like Manhattan. I was like, there's no way you're getting out.
No.
It's over. We're all dead. You know that, right?
Yeah, no.
There's only one bridge to Jersey. We're fucked.
All China needs to do is release an EMP and we're finished.
It's done.
There is that.
And you know New York is like top of that fucking.
Oh yeah, they're waiting for us, dude. They're waiting to just.
I'm just gonna go to
ruin
I'm
everything.
gonna Montauk.
No, I seriously want a fucking.
Fuck
They're
going
twice
west.
as fucked.
I'll go to
Rich
Montauk.
white
One
people
road
in
in, one
Montauk.
road out.
Here's something that's interesting, though. My boy who works in tech, right, and we've been talking about AI and all that shit earlier, he's more nervous about AIs fighting AIs
Yeah,
and
you brought this
taking,
up
and I've
before.
brought this up before, and I
Yeah.
can't remember. Maybe that
Crips
was
and
with
Bloods?
Iz. Yes,
Kind of,
yes.
yeah.
The Crip AI and the Blood AI.
What they fight over?
making preemptive strikes to other countries.
That's
we have
interesting.
conflicts with.
But the AI versus the AI, and they're like making fucking strikes and shooting off random fucking missiles
Without
and taking
anybody
control
telling
of
you
all
it's
that
and then
shit.
that creates a situation where we're not important, and then we are usable or dispensable or something like that. Because once the power is between them two, it's not about us at all anymore. That's terrifying.
Yeah,
You know, I trust
weird,
AI.
dude.
If they want to shoot off something randomly, I trust it.
But the one thing we forget about AI is they don't have that determined, selfish nature I think we're born with.
That is true.
You would hope, obviously.
But they also have the calculating. I think eventually they're going to be smart enough or sentient enough that it's just going to be simple logic to kind of get rid of humanity or get rid of whoever we've told the AI is the enemy is. You know? It's like, how many times are they going to show restraint over and over again? If you have that hand in your button and, you know, we still have issues with Russia, they're probably just going to let that shit fly. Fuck it.
I don't think AI could handle us as people. Because, like, I don't know. This is one of my conspiracies. I would
Can't handle me.
Well, no, like we are so stupid by nature, right? If we get stressed, if we get angry, we get stressed. If we get stressed, we have a heart attack. If we have heart attacks, we need medicine. If we have those issues, we create crime. So like every bit of how we function is stupid. Like we react to our own reactions wrong and then pay the price for it. I mean, no AI could watch that and be like, are you doing? Every decision you make backs off of the other. Like we're the most contradictory fucking decision makers. Like, and that AI could not handle that.
I can see that, and that's you know, you make a good point because I could kind of see like even if AI takes over other countries, I think it would have the hardest time taking over America because we're so incredibly contradictory with each other all the time. Everyone's so individualistic.
The AI's just confused.
Yeah, it's just confused.
You saw that.
It's confused.
God damn it. Sorry. Keep going. Sorry.
You know what would make that camera work? AI.
Yeah, right.
The AI is gonna cut the clips for TikTok. So.
That is true. We do use AI already, man.
What was that thing we were talking about? The McGuffin? Not McGuffin.
McGuffin.
There's this thing, right? Eventually AI is going to come to a point where they're going to realize the biggest problem in this earth is humans.
That's what we're.
And they're going to try to annihilate us. But it's going to be
No. What we were talking about was AIs fighting AIs.
No, I'm saying I understand that, but this thing will one time come to fruition.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, as an AI, it has to complete its mission because that's what it's been destined for. And anyone that tries to stop it has to destroy first. Yeah. Technically, your knowledge of me telling you right now makes you a target towards AI right now.
See, that's a human error, though, because a lot of AI is going to understand that the smartest decision is understanding the man on the ground. Like it's like we don't make decisions based off of how intelligence is built. We make decisions based off what's the smartest decision for us. Where an AI is going to constantly rationalize, okay, I'm going to make a decision right now. Have I considered this side, the smart side, the rational side, and the irrational side? And have I compounded those into an actual decision?
Sure.
It's true.
So I think that, which could fuck us too.
I was trying to listen, but this fucking asshole is playing with my mic. What are you doing?
Bro, it's fucking...
What's up with your producer?
Did you mute
It's
that
in
thing?
front of your fucking face.
Give me a good...
Number one, he's my
I'm
co-host,
sorry, sir.
not my producer.
Sorry, sir. You have a great point.
He's my partner in crime.
This guy over here is playing footsie with my goddamn microphone.
You got a fucking headphone on and you still can't listen.
I
Gotta
can't.
get your ears checked, bitch.
I have ADHD. Remington was making a great point about Scooby-Doo. What were you saying? Totally forgot.
Your clips are literally going to be like this the entire fucking time.
You do keep moving.
I don't want them to see me. I'm just saying horrible things.
That is true.
I'm just trying to make him laugh.
That is true.
He's the audience member to me. Come to my show, Old Man Hustle.
I will, actually.
Are you free tomorrow, Saturday?
I'll
give you free tickets to the show if you want to come.
Where is it?
Old Man Hustle. It's in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring your wife, man. Bring your family.
I'll see if we can. Yeah.
Bring your family. Bring the kids.
You have kids?
To the midnight show at Old Man Hustle.
How old are you?
33 now.
33.
How old are you?
Black don't crack.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact. I'm sorry, I keep moving it. I gotta get my face in there. How am I? I'm 29. I just turned 29 like a week ago?
Really?
Yeah, dude. Why would I make that up?
I don't know.
Anna, you asked him.
He said really like I lied about it.
I don't know.
Nah, dude, I'm 23. No, I'm 29.
I feel like I've known you for like ever, so I'm like,
Yeah, man,
he
it's
could be
It's been 5 years.
It's been 5. I feel like it's been
2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 6 now.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, right.
When did I meet you? Did I meet you?
We met a
in
while back,
20.
too.
Yeah, I feel like I
met him doing coke with Ezra Miller. Remember?
Oh shit!
Tell Steve I said hey.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. No, did we meet at the show that I met
Grove?
you at?
Probably.
We met actually separate.
That's what I thought.
And then I found out you knew Phil.
Really?
Right.
We were at some party or some shit, like some event. I remember meeting you.
Like
yeah.
She had a camera with you. It was like I don't know, it was like a Polaroid thing or like a digital whatever.
Oh.
I was with Marty and Lawrence.
You go to a lot of art galleries and shit, so
Yeah.
probably something like that.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
You had a cool jacket on. I remember that. Yeah. You got any cool
Probably.
I feel like
the only thing memorable
Can I
about
tell you
me.
something? I feel like you have like an aviator jacket and also the aviator like a.
I have the jacket.
Yeah, the fur.
You're
I know you
definitely
do.
an extra
I know you
from
do.
Top
I
Gun
know you
Maverick.
have it.
He looked like from Top Gun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a couple leather jackets.
Walking around Manhattan with a fucking loaded gun.
Play volleyball in slow motion.
Yeah. What's that guy's name?
That's me.
What's his name? What's the guy from?
Maverick?
Yeah, you're dressed like Maverick. That's what it is.
Definitely. You know?
Have you heard that conspiracy? That Top Gun's a gay movie?
No, I haven't. No, it's spilled
You haven't
out.
heard
I don't
this?
think that's a
No.
conspiracy. I
I
think
think-
that's actual fact.
I think that's Hollywood.
The whole film is about Maverick struggling with his own sexuality. You got to help me out
and
this.
Loving Goose?
And Loving Goose. That's the whole
That
thing.
makes sense.
Oh
And then,
my
you know,
God.
the
You haven't
love
heard
interest
this?
in the movie.
Yeah.
You know,
You go home,
she's
look
gay
it
in
up.
real life.
It's
They just
insane.
happen to be pilots, and we're just seeing
Maverick
their
and
pilot
Goose
life.
have this like
Yeah.
love-hate relationship because Maverick actually wants to fuck Goose, and they're so the girl, Goose named Kelly, is trying to bring Maverick back to his like masculine, feminine side, but Goose wants him to bring her to his like let's have sex like. Think about this: every time Goose is involved, there's always like this weird tension. They're playing volleyball, they're in the shower, they're fucking racing, and when Kelly's involved, they're at the bar together, they're having sex, they're talking. They're doing different things.
Oh shit! He's
Maverick
living a
is
double
like,
life.
he's like, I don't know which side to choose, and then
confused.
Kelly ends at the end Kelly wins because he's like,
Spoilers.
I'm back to my masculine side, but Goose is upset. And he's like, you know what, you fly, as in you go off, be straight. I'm staying out here with my boys,
Yeah. And then he died.
and then he dies.
Which makes sense because AIDS came out in the 80s.
Sure.
Totally tracks, dude.
Great time.
You know what you're right?
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god!
And that's
that theory.
Scientology, you know.
Of course.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Isn't Tom
Scientology,
Cruise
I
gay?
I
Or
have no idea.
people have been saying
Tom
that.
Cruise?
Tom Cruise.
No, he's got
He's
children and all
Hollywood.
that
He definitely
shit.
goes both ways.
People have been saying he was gay for a very
Who's
long
not
time.
gay?
Everyone in
anymore.
Hollywood
That's true.
swings
Yeah,
both
facts.
ways. Everyone
I
of
live
them.
in Brooklyn.
facts.
Everyone's
They
gay.
got brought into it that way, and then they fucking dish it
Yeah.
out the same.
Yeah.
For sure. There was also a huge Scientology commercial right after the Super Bowl
Really?
ended.
Yeah.
Right when the Super Bowl ended. Did you see that? Big Scientology.
I heard about that. You know, this year I didn't watch the Super Bowl.
I fell asleep.
I didn't know why.
I watched the overtime. That was it.
Yeah.
It's Taylor Swift. Fucking. She's a side.
Only because I thought it was bullshit. Like, of all fucking Super Bowls to go to the fucking overtime, well, there's another fucking 100 million.
It's a
we made.
side.
Yeah.
It's a side.
As soon
That's
as
true.
I heard it
Come
went into
on.
overtime, I was trying to watch it, and then time went out.
You
and
know
I
what's
heard
so
they-
dumb though? Even though I knew it was gonna happen, I should have put money on it.
Yeah,
I felt so stupid.
Right?
but I
Yeah,
think
after it ended and everyone won on the Chiefs, I was like,
Yeah, what the fuck? We could have made a lot of money.
probably not that much, right? Because the odds, right? If everybody's voting, if everybody's
I
putting
think
money
they
on
didn't.
the Chiefs.
They didn't think it was gonna. They weren't gonna do it like that.
Oh, okay. Can I ask, sorry, what do you
the
gonna
odds
say,
weren't
Kyle?
good.
I was just gonna say I can't get behind the idea that like they write these things.
I don't think so.
Can I tell you why?
They do.
I disagree.
The NFL.
I mean, I agree.
As an athlete, bro, you just
The LeBron Kobe situation. I think that if you look at that alone, you can tell there's more fucking going on.
The NFL is not.
Basketball?
It's
Sure.
considered
I can believe
entertainment.
that.
Entertainment
Six,
can be
six,
scripted.
taps and all that. The shit on the court that night. They had the fucking the snake on the court that night. The join or die snake on the court that night. LeBron fucking dapped up all the fucking anti-Semitic Illuminati signs. This right after Kobe died.
the Freemason.
Yes, the whole thing. Like I don't know.
That was
like,
right in your face too.
That was his
To
in
every
your-
single
I mean,
scene.
there was shit on the court that was never there before that was gone after that night. There was so much to that says that there's something more at play.
We're also-
in my-
we're
and
also-
then that night he won by the same points,
Yeah.
or he passed him by the same amount of points. That's the combination of his daughter and his age, which I know those number shits are always a little sketchy, but I mean, Jesus,
I agree with you.
The Illuminati loves doing that stuff.
Well, see, the
apparently.
way I break it down to the people who don't understand it, it's like if you go to like down south, you'll see hardcore Christians, and people can accept they're hardcore Christians.
Yeah.
Why can't you accept there's balance in the universe? There has to be an opposite, like a hardcore Satanist.
Yeah.
Like LeBron doing this, that's his hardcore Christian.
Well,
And we're like, that's crazy. How is that crazy?
In the 60s and 70s, the Church of Satan was extremely popular. You can find
who was
fucking
that well?
pictures of all those people.
Aleister Crowley.
Yeah. No, that's real shit, bro. Like they used to do all that shit. What is that? Bohemian Grove is real and shit too.
Yeah, Bohemian Grove.
They
Camp
made
David.
fun of Alex Jones for years.
Bohemian Grove and Camp David.
That's where they did like the I know what you're talking about.
All the politicians,
every single president before they were president was on this grove.
And it started out with like Mark Twain and like all these bohemian people there, kind of creating their own space to make art. That's why they called it Bohemian Grove. Because everything was so conservative and puritanical at the time. They're like, we want this place where we can go, do weird shit,
sacrifice,
make weird shit, do whatever, and then slowly politicians and stuff started weeding their way in, and now it's nothing but the world's most powerful people there every year. Yeah, it's fucking wild. But back to the whole fixing sports things. People forget that, the 1922 World Series was fixed by the mafia. So this has already happened. This has already happened before. So I could see some of that shit being fixed, bro. Maybe not the end result, but like, hey, back off of LeBron a little bit. Let Steph be able to take a couple more shots.
With that amount of money into it, with the decisions that get made, I would say it's fixed to the point where they say, like, they talk about with the Illuminati, like, you want to make it, guess what? You get that broken leg or you lose a kid or something like that. Like, and they say it. You actually hear it in a lot of rap songs, like, I didn't sell my soul. I didn't sell my soul for my career, like all that kind of shit. Like if you really listen, you can hear about people talking about like that, and then all the ones that don't talk about that are doing satanic rituals and shit.
Yeah, I'm there with you, but it's kind of what I was saying before. It's like, especially with black people, I feel like we're very, very religious, and most of us are like very Christian and very spiritual.
That's fucking cap. That's 100%. That's the lie they try to tell us. That's so cap, bro.
Now you're just saying shit to piss me off. No.
You're such a fucking liar, bro.
You're such a fucking liar.
Because hold on.
Why is so African families?
Here's the thing, right? The lie is that we can't ever do that. There are black people that are involved in this shit.
I'm not saying we aren't. I'm not saying we aren't involved in it, but I think also a lot of us come from such puritanical backgrounds that we see somebody do something gay and we're like, that's Satan.
That's not true.
Like they have to be worshiping Satan. It's like, no, nigga, they're just gay, dog. No, nigga, he's just a weirdo who talks to 16-year-old girls. He's not worshiping Satan. You see it as worshiping Satan because all of it is satanic to you because you've been raised in the church. But it's not necessarily card-carrying Satanism. They're just doing bad things.
I'm not talking about like satanic.
Jamie Foxx.
Sammy Davis Jr.?
Jamie Foxx.
If you look at every celebrity, they do like a satanic concert or a satanic ritual. Like there's actually like videos of them doing satanic rituals, not like gay shit, like praising Satan, making sacrifices.
There's certain people who do shit like that.
Above, so below. This symbol, you ever seen this symbol?
That is true, and there's satanic symbols in the Vatican and shit as well too. Like, so there's some weird shit that goes on with Catholicism and all that shit as well.
Look at Sam Smith, all that fucked up shit.
Oh, he turns into a fucking blob.
I think that's a great example of what I'm trying to talk about.
The humiliation ritual.
I feel you.
They humiliate you.
Yes, I think that's a big ritual.
That's huge. I think that's real.
They show that they own you, and if anybody that knows, he just went in. You know?
So do you think the whole P. Diddy thing is a humiliation ritual? Like once he started reaching a billy, they were like, eventually we're gonna have to hit you with some shit that's going to drag you through the mud.
I don't think it's like a humiliation thing in the sense of that being the goal. I think it's a control thing, and they like for people to showcase. Just like if you see any star go out on stage, it's always like, doing some Illuminati flash. I think that's a very basic idea of like, you need to show that you're part of it, that you control, that we run this shit.
Cat Williams has the best analogy about this. It's like you get to a certain point in your career where there's going to be a door. You either walk in or you look by it, but you're going to see what's happening.
Yeah.
So they want you to know. Say like, hey, you saw it too. So if I get in trouble, you're getting in trouble too because we made you walk by that door.
Yeah.
So these people, like, they may not be involved. There's some people I think they're not involved, but they definitely know what's going on.
Oh, yeah. And I also think people very, very high up, I think they actually like cancel culture because, like you're saying, it's something they can dangle in front of people when they've seen them do certain things,
That's what the Epstein Island is. I don't know if
it's a honeypot.
Well, Epstein apparently in like the late 70s, he got in trouble or did something with the CIA, and they turned him. And the whole goal of that whole island was to get a video on every powerful.
It was the Mossad, the CIA.
Yeah, IDF.
He was a Mossad agent.
Yeah. Fucking.
Would you go if they invited you?
Jesus Christ. What, Epstein Island?
Yeah.
What type of party is that?
It's like a popping party.
I mean, just if you want a massage,
it's like a mixer. Like if you didn't know there was kids, it's like Epstein's like come to the party.
Well, if you didn't know there was kids. Every one of us would totally fucking be there because he's knows all these. That's like somebody.
I didn't know there was kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But like, if you do see a kid, you're gonna be like, "This is crazy."
Oh yeah, you'd be like, "This shit's crazy."
This is wacky.
This guy's a
I'm
nut.
not staying for this part.
He snuck it.
Yeah.
Like, dude, but that's the thing. That's the thing about
Looks a
Epstein.
little young, Jeff.
It's like, dude, if you didn't know there was kids there, you'd be upset you didn't get invited.
Yeah, you'd be so upset you didn't get invited.
You'd be like, wait, fucking like Jay-Z, Beyonce.
There were kids?
Yeah.
I missed the kids.
Yeah, right? I missed the kids.
And Jay was there. Fuck.
I know. There's a couple of them who probably weren't angry after they found out the kids.
Jesus Christ.
You're like, I never get to go to anywhere cool. I don't know. We're about to end now, I guess, right?
I gotta sleep.
We've been doing.
Shit,
it's
yeah,
probably
it's
over 2 hours, right?
8:43.
8:43.
I mean, we got until 9 if you guys want
Yeah.
to until 9, but I mean, whenever you guys want.
Guys, we'll see you later. Tell everybody where they can find you.
Tinkling with the teams.
Remington.J. Or Remington Studios on 39th Street.
There we go. Myles.
Myles Toe, MYLES_TOE on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, and I'll be at all the comedy clubs in New York. Yeah.
There we go.
You said MYLES mad
When
fast.
is this coming out?
It's probably coming maybe like
2 weeks, 3 weeks.
2 weeks. March 1st, I'll be in Boston. Come see me in Boston, everybody.
All right, cool.
Freeway
Perfect.
Giants.
There we go.
Bet.
You want to go?
I'm good. Everybody knows where to find me.
All right. Well, as
My
far
camera fell down too.
Oh shit. Well,
So that's another reason why I don't need to say anything.
Yeah.
fair enough.
No!
Guys, you know you can find me at April Risden on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all that shit. Same name. And
I'll stand up. Who's Kyle Glenn? WHOSKYLE Glenn GLENN. Fools.
there you go. Make sure to check out Top Notch
too.
Comedy, February 23rd, 8 p.m. at Milky Dulce. We're about to turn shit the fuck up. Baby. All right.
Thank you guys.
That's it. Yeah.
Thank you, boys.
Thank you guys.
Also, I'm doing the Laugh Tour this Saturday, 8:30. Peace.
One more thing. Just one more.